Hello everyone. Today we are going to go through Marc's Cakewalk, which is a program on the graded section of algorithm on Hackerrank. So without wasting time, let us have a look on the problem statement. In this problem statement, we are in a situation where we have an array of calories and we are supposed to find out what is the minimum distance Marc needs to walk in order for him to maintain his shape. So what does that mean exactly? We have a number of calories and then each of calorie represent the distance you are supposed to walk after consuming this amount of calorie. That means if I'm eating 5 calories, I should walk 5 meters, for instance, for me to remain in shape, right? And then we are supposed to minimize it, given that I can eat the various calories in the any order of my choice. What does that mean? That means, okay, let's say I'm eating the first one. I need to work 2 power of 0 times 5. The second one, I will need to eat 2 power of 1 times 10, and the last one 2 power of 2 times 7. So you do agree with me that the effort I need to make after eating a calorie actually increase while I'm moving. Okay, so is there any order that will minimize the effort I need to do in order for me to maintain my shape? That is what we are supposed to find out here. So now that we took one example, let us find out how we are going to figure out how to minimize the how to minimize the effort we need to make in order for us to keep in shape. To get rid of all those confusion, we are just going to say, how are we going to do to minimize the sum? So what we can see that is we have this value which is keeping increasing. That means we are moving from 2 power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2. So this one is actually keeping increasing, and then there's a multiplication here. So for us to make sure that we actually minimize the sum, we need to make sure that the maximum power go with the minimum value possible, and then the minimum power go to the maximum value possible. So for us to achieve that, we will need to sort this array descending. So if you have the array being sorted descending, then we are sure that we are going to minimize the sum. So that will be our goal of solving this. For instance, this one, if you sort it descending, that means the first one is 10. So you're going to make 2 power of 0 times 10, which gives you 10. And the second one is 7. You are going to make 2 times 7, which gives you 14. And then 5 times 4, which gives you 20 with 44. So this is the minimum. So that being said, how are we going to implement it? So for the implementation, as we said, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to sort our array. After sorting our array, we are going to create a variable that will act as our answer. And with that answer, we are now going to loop through all of the calories and just apply this operation. So how will it look like? We will have a sort here. We sort the calories. Since we need to sort it descending, you can either sort and after reverse, but I will not do that. I will directly sort. I will add the third parameter, which is the sorting function. The sorting function is actually a function that takes 2 parameters. We have the left and the right, and then actually return 1. Actually return a positive integer if the first one is less than the second one, a negative integer if the first one is greater than the second one, and 0 if they are equal. Since we want to sort descending, we just need to swap the condition and return actually the left is greater than the right. By doing so, we have an array being sort descending. So after sorting our array descending, we need to make sure that our answer is actually a long, because we are performing power operation and we may find ourselves out of range, and the other reason is because it is returning a long. So after this, you just need to return the answer here. So now the last thing we need to do is loop through the calorie. So for each of the element in the calorie, just need to say ans plus equal to the power of 2i times the calorie at that position. Since the array has been sorted already, so we just need to perform this single operation, represent actually this, and then this plus equal is actually to summarize all of this. That means the sum at the first one will take at the initial step we take 10. At the next step it will take 10 plus 14, because this will return 14. So by doing so, we are sure that we are going to have the minimum value. Let us run and see what it gives. You have a congratulations, everything is going. So this was my approach of solving this. I hope you do enjoy it. Feel free to leave me a message in the comment section. I'll be really happy to interact with you regarding this. See you in the next video. Ciao.